everyone. Welcome to the YouTube live learning session. My name is Su-Zen and I'm so happy to have you guys here today. Today it's just me and just a quick introduction about myself for those of you who may not know me. As I mentioned, my name is Su-Zen and I am basically the YouTube Community Manager for Philippines. But I understand we actually have quite a number of you here today that are not from the Philippines. So if you are from a different country, or even if you are from the Philippines, just please pop into the chat so I get to know you. I would really like to get to know you. I'm moderating the chat right here, so I can actually read your chats. I'm not actually typing or moderating it, because if I was typing, you couldn't actually hear me. But I'm reading all your chats, and I can see basically what you guys are typing. Yes, today I'm on the solo flight, as Wise Man put it. But today's session will be about building your community. So as a community manager, the community is something that's very, very close to my heart. It's something that I'm incredibly passionate about. But what we're going to be talking about today is how you as a creator can build your own community on your own channel and basically get your audience coming back for more, also to grow your subs base even more. So we're going to be looking at 5 things today, which is, the first is, of course, learning how to build your community. The second is I'm going to go through some different strategies based on when I was a partner manager before. I used to manage top creators. I'll be going through some different strategies on how you can engage with your community, things I've seen other creators do that was really effective. The third will be obviously, and this is something that I believe is really important, but how can we foster a positive community? The fourth is how you can reach beyond YouTube. So we'll be looking very briefly at using other mediums, social media, blogs, other kinds of mediums you can get to boost your own audience. And last but not least, I'll be talking a little bit about, I'm so used to saying we because I'm always used to having someone, but it's just me today. I'll be talking about using the community feature. So for those of you who don't know, we actually launched a new community tab feature widely to creators above 10,000, I think about 2 weeks ago. So if you have it, let me know in the chat below so I know how to cater my conversation to you. But as always, if you have any questions regarding building your community, engaging with your community, any of the 5 here, fostering a positive community or using the community feature, please pop them in the chat and I'll try my best to answer it in this live stream. So there is this quote by Michelle Phan that I really love, and she says that it's a very different relationship on YouTube. YouTubers are more like friends, brothers, or sisters to the audience rather than celebrities who are seen as idols. How many of you actually agree with this? I really agree with it. Like, I think what she says is so true. And I think that's what makes YouTube so special and what makes YouTube so relevant to a lot of the audience, because when they watch your videos, when they watch you, they're not just seeing this celebrity that is out of their reach. They're seeing someone they feel they can relate with, and they're seeing someone who they feel they can engage with. So we'll be going through how you can actually further engage with them using these tips and tricks. So building your community, 4 points I would like to point out here. The first is obviously being authentic with your audience. So authenticity can come in so many different ways, but think about your favorite YouTube creator. Who's your favorite YouTube creator? Why do you like this YouTube creator a lot? Is it because they're fake or they pretend to be someone they're not? Usually, no, you like them for their personality, for who they are. The second thing is to share your creation and creed. I'm going to go a bit more into depth about this later, so I'm not going to talk about it too much now, but I'll talk a little bit more about what I mean by that. Then the third is developing rituals specific to your channel. Like sharing your creation and creed, I'm going to go much more in depth into this because I feel that it's so important for you to develop this personality, but also these rituals that are only unique to your channel so that your community, your audience, your viewers feel like they belong. And the fourth, of course, is to be a savvy and responsible leader. And we'll cover this in the section where we talk about building a positive community. So 5 tips to engage with your community. The first would be plug in plug your community into any initiatives, projects, or topics that you're interested in. And also consider asking your audience to create content around these topics. You can also make videos about your community. Fans really love to see when a channel they really love, a channel they're dedicated to, makes a video for them. So whether this is a Q&A video, a thank you video, or even using ideas that they give you and creating videos around that, that's really, really important in terms of showing your viewers and showing your audience how much you love them and how much you appreciate them. For example, if you ask your viewers to submit comments or to answer questions, consider featuring their replies in your next video. Like for example, if you use someone's idea, thank you so much, Kissy Berry or whatever for this idea. When they see their own comment, when they see their username on your video, it can really inspire your community not only to interact more, but it makes that one person feel so special as well. The next is listen to your audience and respond. So what do your viewers want to know about you, and what haven't you told them already? I always recommend when you upload a video, someone just asked here, how much does it matter to reply to comments and how quickly do you need to reply? I'm actually going to touch on this later, and my personal point of view and a lot of other partner managers here at YouTube feel, try to be the first one that replies to your video. And I had these group of creators I used to manage in Malaysia, and what they used to do is they used to try to be the first on their video, and they'll pin their own comment on the top. The reason they do that is many different reasons. One of it is they set the standard, so they set the stage of a positive comment, for example. The second is people know, oh my gosh, this person's not just making a video, they're interacting. When they see you commenting on your own video, they're more likely to comment as well to get your attention, to get you to see it. So these are I really recommend you should reply to comments. If it's a negative comment, when I talked to a lot of top creators, they said that a lot have differing points of view, but many of them say that they tend to ignore negative comments. But it's up to you how you choose to form your community. If you want a positive community, then don't entertain the haters. Simple as that. Also, give your audience a backstage pass. I'm going to talk a lot more about this later because I just met a creator recently who did something really, really cool where he actually published special unlisted videos for his subscribers, and it got them really excited, and it's such a great way to reward top community members. And then of course, bell icon to opt in for notifications. So defining your creed, this whole thing about actually naming your community. I have so many creators who have actually asked me, should I name my community? I love this tweet I saw by Ed Sheeran. I think he posted this a long time ago, back in 2012, but I thought it was quite funny, so I went and found it again, and he says, I get asked all the time what my fans call themselves, and he was like, I approve of Cheerios. I like that one. And a lot of times when creators ask me, what should I name my audience or what should I name my fans? I usually tell them, what are your fans already calling you? Or maybe you can even ask them. I had a creator that did that. She was like, hey, these are a few different group names. Which would you like to call yourselves? So I'm sure you guys recognize a lot of these ones. Unicorns, who is it? Superwoman, exactly. Vela fam would be Janina Vela. Suglets would be the Suggs, Joe Sugg and his sister. Bro Army is PewDiePie. Mabuhay Squad would be Mikey Bustos, and Bella fam would be That's Bella. And there's so many others. If you already name your community, let us know in the comments below or in the chat below what you name your community. I would love to know. If you don't and you want to bounce some ideas off, this is such a great place to do it. I'm just going to see here if there's any. Okay, cool. So the next thing is keeping your audience in the know. So basically the whole point about this is getting your subscribers to stay up to date with your newest content would be to get them to click the bell. I'm sure you guys know of the bell. People have been talking about this. Creators have always been talking about this. Hit the bell. And your audience won't know to hit the bell unless you tell them to hit the bell. So if you really want to drill it in them at the end of your video, at the beginning of your video, you can say, hey, if you like this video, If you want, updates on all my videos, remember to hit the bell button so that they get constant updates whenever you upload a new video. Another way in which you can kind of understand your audience more, understand your community more. One of the questions I get a lot from creators is, when should I upload my video? When is the best time to upload my video? And the thing about this question is that it depends on the creator. There is no sweet spot across the board, but you can actually find this out for yourself using Google Analytics. So I'm actually going to go into Google Analytics now and show you a report you can use, a really handy report you can use to to basically find out when is the best time for you to upload your video. So this is the Google Philippines channel. If you go to your YouTube Analytics and you see here real time, so if you go into the real-time report, the real-time report essentially tells you it's hourly data of the estimated views you got in the last 48 hours. So what you can do is you can consider uploading your videos when your viewers actually watch the most. So if you can see in this chart here, when I hover it over, it tells you the time. So here I'm getting a lot of views from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So this could probably be a good time for Google Philippines to upload their videos. So use this report to basically make sound judgments about when your channel should upload videos, and when your subscribers or when your viewers and audience are watching the most. Cool. All right, next, listening and responding. So we recently had a talk at Google recently about listening, about how as people we like to talk, but we don't really like to listen. This is in daily conversation, and the same applies to when you're a creator and you're interacting with your audience. The best way to find out what your audience likes, the best way to keep people coming back to your channel is if you actually listen to what they want and you respond to it. So this is essentially interactivity, and there are many different ways in which you can be interactive. I'm just going to present so you can see this a lot clearer. So you can answer fan questions. Answering fan questions, creators do this all the time. You can do Q&As. You can, I have this creator who is quite smart, and this is how she actually stretched out her content. She not only just did a Q&A, one Q&A video, she split it up. She did an Instagram Q&A, she did a Twitter Q&A, she did a Facebook Q&A. So she stretched out these contents and she interacted with her fans from all these 3 different platforms. So on Instagram, she told them, hey, I'm doing a Q&A tomorrow at this time on YouTube. So if you really want to, because Instagram you can't do long videos, so it was a great way for her to get her audience on Instagram over to her YouTube platform, and same with Twitter and Facebook and likewise. Another way you can do this is to feature fan submission videos in your own videos. I'm going to show you an example of how you can do that later. You can also directly ask your fans for ideas. There's this channel, if you guys know, you can say, hey, I know this channel, it's called Epic Rap Battles of History, and at the end of every video they actually ask viewers who won the battle, who should be next, and if they use your suggestion, look here, they actually give credit. So basically, if they use your suggestion, they give credit right here. So that's a really cool way to interact with your audience. It's a really awesome way to get people excited when they see their own username being featured, their own comment being featured there. And of course, look at your comments, your likes and dislikes. Comments tell you a lot about what people like, what people don't like. Ask them questions. What would you like to see more? Tell us in the comment below. Another way to interact with them is, of course, meet and greets, giveaways. Beauty creators do this a lot. Tech creators do this a lot. But you can think of really other ways in which you can reward them. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical item. It could be a one-on-one meetup. Sometimes all your big fans want to do is they might just want to meet up with you, have a chat with you. You could perhaps just do a reward where you give them half an hour of where you do a Skype session with them for half an hour. So these are some examples that I found. I keep looking down every once in a while just because I want to see how the chat's going. Clingy fam, that's cute. This is awesome. Buang, crazy, awesome potatoes, awesome. So what I talked about, the creator who did these different, where she split up her Q&As, it was actually Michelle D. So she did an Instagram one, she did a Twitter one. So fan submission videos, if you guys have seen the Jimmy Kimmel YouTube challenges, this is a really great example of fan submission videos, and I've seen smaller creators use this as well through Snapchat or through Instagram stories, where they asked the question, or they did a fun challenge where they were like, oh, let's all do, I don't know, the spicy noodle challenge, and they challenged their fans and they asked their fans to put on Instagram stories. And what they did was they got the fans to send those videos to them, and then they compiled it all in one big video so everyone could watch it together. So that was really fun, because it's a great way for you to showcase your own fans in your video and on your channel, and that gets them really excited. For example, if you're a food creator, a way you could do it could be, maybe you get your if you have subscribers from all across the world, maybe ask everyone to submit a video sharing their favorite food or their favorite national dish, and then you create a whole video around that. There's creators who do things where they get their fans to share their snacks from their country with them. So all these snacks coming from all over the world, and then they do this thing where they try all the different snacks on a video, and they give credit. They'll be like, thank you so much to this person for sending this over from this country. It gets people really excited, and such a great way to engage on a much broader scale than just through video. Cool. Okay, we have some questions on how you get the community tab. I'm going to talk about that later to tell you guys how you can get that. So backstage pass, I'm really excited about this part. I absolutely love these examples of what some top creators have been doing. So recently, one of our top creators in Philippines, his name is Mikey Bustos. If you guys know Mikey, say holler, Mabuhay Squad on the chat. So he actually runs a different channel. He runs 2 channels, and his second channel is called Ants Canada, which is a really huge, really popular ants channel. And one of the tips he actually shared that he does is he basically does these special unlisted videos, and he puts it in special unlisted playlists to reward top community members. And they're sort of like these hidden Easter egg videos that if you kind of clicked around on his info cards and stuff like that, you could find it. So I'm actually going to show you an example of what it looks like. So this is one of the videos he released recently, and these are the info cards. If you guys are not using info cards, please use info cards, because it's such a great way for you to get more information into your videos and to link people to other relevant videos in your channel. So let's click on the info card here, and then he has other relevant videos. But if you go all the way to the bottom, you can see that he has here a hidden video. And if you click into this hidden video, you can see that the video is unlisted. So the video can't be found unless you go through the link. And people are so excited here, and they're just like, oh my gosh, you know, it's like a hidden video. And basically, Mikey actually has a name for this special community here. I think he calls them his like hidden AC fam or something like that. And in this hidden video, he actually has another hidden video which you can go in and check out yourself, and he has a whole playlist of hidden videos, and it's different kinds of videos from what he shows on this channel, because he realized using Google Analytics that his subscribers preferred these much longer videos, whereas his non-subscribers didn't really want to watch videos that were so long. His subscribers wanted these long videos just watching ants walk around. So he was like, okay, I don't want to spam my non-subscribers with these videos, so let me create a special playlist where people who are really die-hard fans will have access to these videos. So every time he releases a video to the public, he also releases a hidden video alongside it, and he'll mention it in his video. So he'll tell people, hey, if you click on the info card above, and you'll only know it if you watch his video, because he doesn't actually put in his description, so it makes it even more special, and it makes it even more secretive. He'll be like, if you click on the info card above, you can find a hidden video that you can check out. So that's really, really cool, and I actually really love how he's so smart at using his analytics to basically find ways in which he can interact better with his audience. Some other examples would be to give community members an opportunity to participate in your videos. For example, the Jimmy Kimmel example. But here's another creator. This guy is called Brian, and he's like an American Steve Irwin. I don't know if you guys know who Steve Irwin is, but he's like he used to be this Australian crocodile hunter. Anyway, this guy Brian, you know, it's also revolving around animals and stuff, but he actually gets his community, he'll put up videos asking his community to help name his pets. So he'll be like, oh, I got a new boa constrictor. You know, can you help name my boa constrictor? Can you help name my new alligator? But there's so many different ways in which you can play with this, and you can give people so many opportunities to participate in your videos and to participate in the content that you're creating. Awesome. If you guys have any other questions regarding Backstage Pass, please pop it in the how to create the hidden video. You just have to create a normal video and put it as unlisted. That's it. And then you just title it hidden video. It's not like a special feature that YouTube has. It's literally, Mikey was just really smart to use it as a special feature, but you just keep it as unlisted. Cool. The next thing I'm going to talk about is how you can use comments. And I remember with a question just now that from someone that asked whether they should comment on their own videos and how often. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about how you can interact with your community using comments. And I always believe that you should actually make a habit of responding to your comments within the first few hours after uploading a new video. So don't wait for 2 days, don't wait for 1 day. Also try to be the first to comment on each video that you upload. Oh, let me get rid of my face because I realize I'm actually blocking a part of the screen. Just give me 2 seconds and let me show you the full screen. There we go. I think this is a bit better. I hope you guys can see it. Awesome. Yeah, so you know, I also share links to relevant videos and photos to help boost your engagement. If you're not in front of a desktop computer, you can actually use the Creator Studio, which is an app you can download on your mobile phone, so you can provide timely responses. So when you upload a video and you have to run, you gotta go run errands, you gotta leave the house, use the Creator Studio so you can start replying to comments and things like that. Next thing is pin comments at the top of your feed. So you can actually pin any comment from a fan or your own, and you can promote it right to the top of your feed. I really recommend that you guys do this for your own videos because it helps you select what your audience sees first, and you can set the tone of the conversation instead of allowing someone else to set that tone. So you can pin any comments that you have written, or even if you see one of your fans or one of your audience wrote a really cool comment that you like, you can pin it right to the top. This is such a great way to also reward excellent commenters, and viewers will get notified if you pin their comment to the top. So let's say if you commented on, you know, one of your favorite YouTubers' videos and he pins it to the top, it'll get you really excited and it makes you feel really valued. And then highlight the answer. It also highlights the answer. You can also let's say if in your video, you put up a video and everyone is asking you a ton of questions, and instead of, you know, answering the question and having it lost in all the comments, you can actually pin that answer right to the top. So you can highlight answers to a common question that a lot of your fans are asking. The third is, if you guys haven't been using the heart feature, you can actually show love by giving hearts to your favorite comments. So for example, if you really don't have time to reply and comment to every single comment that you have, a heart icon will suffice. And the thing is that heart notifications actually drive 3 times the open rates compared to other notifications. So when you like someone's comment, when you give it a heart, people actually get notified about it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but people actually get notified. And the great thing about this is that in addition to showing appreciation, it can actually bring viewers back to your channel. And we found that viewers who received a heart are 3 times more likely to click on the notification. This will potentially lead more viewers back to your channel. And a bonus idea is that you can use a highlighted username. So users can actually find your comments with a highlighted username. So when it's your own channel and you actually comment on your own video, your username gets highlighted and it's much easier to see your replies. So this is just a default thing that that's happening. So you don't have to do any features or anything around that. It's a default feature that we have, and it's really good because viewers really see that you're present, and viewers really see that you care. Cool. Moving on. Let's move. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is positivity, and I feel that this is a really important conversation to have, and this is quite an important thing to talk about. You've probably heard the phrase "treat others as you would like to be treated," and this rule really applies to your YouTube community as well. And I think it's important that in this respect, you should let your audience know, whether in your videos or whether in your comments, what kind of conversations you encourage, and also what you consider inappropriate. Especially if you're getting haters and things like that, it's important to call it out if necessary. I mean, ignore it if you feel that you don't want to draw attention to it, but if you feel that you kind of want to kind of shine a more positive light into your channel, you have more right than anyone, because it's your channel, to form the kind of community and to form the kind of tone that you want. So I'm gonna go through some features that you can actually use to set the tone of your conversation. That, you know, I'm not sure if you guys know, but we have so many different kinds of features to help you manage your comments. So you can remove comments and all of its replies. If you find that there's a commenter who's just commenting your videos being spammy, being hurtful, just maybe being negative, you can actually remove the comment, and you can flag the comment. If you find that comment actually violates YouTube's community guidelines, you can Google the community guidelines if you want to check out what the community guidelines are. You can flag it to YouTube, and we will remove it as well. You can also hide the user from your channel. So if this is a persistent user that's been bothering you, if it's someone that's super spammy, you can actually hide this user, and what this action does is it blocks a specific user from posting comments on any of your videos, on any videos that you have on your channel, or it also blocks them from contacting you on private message. So that's really good, so you won't hear from them anymore. Users are not alerted if you block them, so it's a little bit like if you block someone on Facebook, they're not told that you block them, so you don't have to worry about retaliation. You don't have to worry about them just lashing out. Another thing we have, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we have a blocked word list, and this blocked word list, basically you can actually let me see if I can show it to you. You know what, let me send it to you on the chat. So you can actually filter out. So for example, if there are certain words you want to blacklist certain words on YouTube or on your channel, you can actually add it to this list. And what it is that when blocked words show up on your channel, they won't appear publicly, and they will be held for review first. So if you go into your Creator Studio and you manage your video, you can actually review certain comments that are under your blocked word list, and you can decide yourself whether you want to let it go onto your comments on public, or you can just have it blocked. So it's not as if we make the decision. We still allow you to have the decision on whether you still want to release it or not, because we really believe that while good debates are part of a healthy community and a part of a healthy conversation, sometimes people may use words or phrases that you don't want to associate it with your channel. This is especially true if you own a kids channel, if you run a channel that deals with sensitive issues. You may not want certain words to appear on it or appear on the comments as well. So yeah, so it's at the end of the day, it's important to respect people's opinion, and it's also much more important to recognize when someone crosses your line or someone crosses your boundary. So at the end of the day, you can always flag comments. We have so many tools to help you be safe on YouTube. We have so many tools to help you feel safe in the space on YouTube. Awesome. I'm going to talk quickly about sharing your information online. So when you upload a video, I'm sure most of you know this already because you've been creators I'm sure a lot of you have been creators for quite a while, you can actually select whether a video should be public, unlisted, or private. So you can decide how much information you want to share. So for example, if you have a video that you may not want to share to the entire public, but you want to share with a small group of people, you can put it as unlisted, and you can just share the link out so only certain people can access it. Another thing is be mindful about disclosing private or personal information in your productions, like, I don't know, your driver's license, your phone number, your address. At the end of the day, it goes out to the wider public, and you want to stay safe. We have these tools called a blurring tool, so you can actually use it. For example, if you shoot a scene and you realize that there was a person that you shot that didn't want to be in the video, but you don't have the opportunity to reshoot again, or there was a car number plate you didn't want to appear because you don't want people to know, for example, where you're from or your house, you can actually use our blurring tool, and you can blur out certain segments of your video, so that saves you from having to reshoot the entire thing again. At the end of the day, if there's anything you want to shoot, if it involves people's property, if it involves people's private lives, always ask for permission. I mean, that's a given. Just ask for permission. Impersonation. So I used to deal with this quite a lot when I was a partner manager, because, you know, obviously when you become a bigger creator, or even sometimes when you're not a big creator, I'm not even a creator, and I got impersonated on Twitter about 3 weeks ago. Someone basically used my email and impersonated me on Twitter. So it happens. It definitely happens. But how you can deal with it is that if you find that someone is using your content, stealing your videos, or using, creating a fake channel under your name, you can actually report it. So let me know if you guys want me to put the link to report. If any of you are facing any issues where you need to report someone because of stolen content or because someone's impersonating you, the team actually responds pretty fast. So I think they take it down within 24 to 48 hours within you reporting. So if someone just stole your video and re-uploaded it, you can just report it. And let me... I'm going to put the link for you guys. Sorry if it sounds really loud when I type. It was a feedback that I actually got last time when someone, when I did a live stream. Apparently my typing was really loud. So apologies if it's really loud. Okay. So this is the impersonation, and then, okay, someone's asking about the blurring tool. Let me just put the blurring tool in here for you as well. So this is the blog, but the blog will teach you how to use it. There's a link to it, so you can basically just follow the links. Cool. Awesome. So I think that's that. And at the end of the day, if you follow these things, it'll really help you foster a community that you feel safe in, and foster a community that where you really feel that you have control over, which I think is super important. So YouTube also offers a number of tools to help you set the tone of your conversation and to help you moderate. So I don't know if you know this, but you can actually choose moderators to help you moderate your comment section. This is especially good for creators who may not have the time to moderate the comments because you're too busy creating videos, but you have someone who helps you on YouTube, or someone in your team, or maybe even a manager or family member who you trust. You can appoint them as a moderator, and what this will do is that person you appoint as moderator will have the power to remove inappropriate comments, and will be able to do all these things to hold it for you to review. As mentioned, you can also block certain words or phrases, so we went through that already. And with these things, we have a beta feature. So this feature hasn't been released yet, but we have a beta feature that holds potentially inappropriate comments identified by our algorithms for review. So this feature, which hasn't been released yet, will actually give creators access to a new moderation setting, and that will hold only potentially inappropriate comments for review. And the great thing about this is that it will actually reduce the amount of time needed to monitor your community content. And it's also a really good opportunity for the system to get smarter. The system will actually get smarter. The system will start identifying comments that maybe you like or you dislike. So if you guys want to sign up for this beta, let me put the link in here for you. So I mean, if you're interested in trying out this new feature or giving feedback to the YouTube team, you can sign up for it. Obviously, it's not a confirmation. The product team has to choose whether they want your channel to beta, but you can actually sign up for it here if you're interested. Cool. Awesome. Next. So I think we went through all this already, how you can hide and how you can block, so I won't repeat myself in this. The next part we're going to go in is how you can actually reach beyond YouTube. So YouTube is a wonderful platform. We're all on it. You guys have channels on it. We love it. I love YouTube. Yay, YouTube. Old logo, sorry. But now I'm going to talk a bit about how you can extend your reach off the YouTube platform and to actually give your viewers the freedom to watch your videos anytime and anywhere. And what I mean by that is basically I'm going to teach you how you can find out where people are currently watching your videos aside from YouTube, and then it'll help you prioritize which blogs or which websites or which platforms you should target. So the way you can do this is using YouTube Analytics, and that's the traffic sources report. Let me show you how to get to the traffic sources report for those of you that don't know. So it's here under watch time reports. If you click on traffic sources, you can actually check basically where so if you go under external will tell you where people are coming from. So for example, YouTube Philippines, we have quite a number of people coming from Gmail. We have quite a number of people coming from Facebook, for example. So this will help you be like, okay, I know I have a lot of people coming from Facebook, for example. I can start paying more attention to my Facebook page, perhaps putting teasers, short little clips on Facebook that will draw people into my YouTube channel, that will draw people to watch things on my YouTube page. So Facebook is one. You can also consider setting up accounts on various social media websites. But of course, if you're a one-man show and you don't have someone that will run all your social media channels, focus on the ones that are most relevant to you and your audience. If you find that Instagram is better in terms of the kind of content that you put up and the kind of correlation to the content you have on YouTube, then maybe focus on Instagram. If you find that, you know, Facebook's better, for example, then maybe focus on that one. Try not to spread yourself too thin, because less is more, because it usually when you focus on less, it means that you have a lot more commitment to it and you have a lot more consistency on it. Also, if you're gonna use other social media sites and you're gonna basically spread your branding further than YouTube, try to keep your branding consistent across each of the media outlets that you engage with. For example, is let's say you have a very specific logo that you use on YouTube, but then on your Facebook or your Instagram, you use a completely different logo with a completely different color scheme. People are unable to tell the correlation between the two. So try to keep your branding as consistent as possible across all your social media platforms, across all these external platforms that you use. If you use Facebook, if you use Instagram, try to promote your YouTube channel on the social media profiles. I know on Instagram you can't put the link on the post, but you can put the link on the profile. So what they usually do is creators I know will post a photo, and then in the description they will say, just uploaded a new video on YouTube, check out the link on my profile page, on my bio, my Instagram bio. So these are ways you can do to basically get your presence wider than just YouTube itself, and to really reach beyond YouTube. I don't know if you know this, but if you upload a video on YouTube, you can actually choose options to automatically post and share videos to different social media sites during the upload process. So next time you upload a video, pay attention to where you can actually choose to upload it on your other social media sites, so you don't have to re-upload everywhere. You can actually just use these tools to upload it directly. Last but not least, get shareable. So try to tailor your video post for each platform and include prompts or questions to encourage audience interactions like comments, shares, and reposts. You can experiment with things like eye-catching titles and thumbnails to frame your video in a compelling way. For example, consider how your viewers would look to their friends if they were to share the video. Think about let's say, think about the last video that you shared with a friend. Why did you share that video? A lot of times the videos we share is a reflection of what we want people to think of us. So this is something that's pretty important when you want to create videos that are shareable, but you want to create videos that will go wider. Or you can, for example, quote or spotlight the most intriguing moment from your video to pique curiosity. So for example, on Facebook, you can just create a short teaser with, highlights of your YouTube video, like the most interesting moment, and you can leave it at a suspense point. I know a lot of creators do that, and then people are more likely to click onto it to go into YouTube channel because they want to see the rest of the video. And then create build-up is so important. Think about every interesting movie that you like. There's always tension, there's always build up, but obviously don't trick or mislead people to click on your post. Clickbait, always deliver on your promise. You can obviously put eye-catching, intriguing titles, but obviously if you said, this video will feature, this is a terrible example, but I can't think of a good one right now. Like, this video will feature a real life elephant, and it completely doesn't. People will be quite disappointed. So think about it more in terms of not clickbait, but don't disappoint your audience. So last but not least, we're going to go into something pretty exciting, which is the community tab. So for those of you who are above 10,000 subscribers, you would already have access to the community tab. We rolled it out publicly end of November to all creators above 10,000 subscribers. So this is where you can find it. So if you go into your home page, you can see it's right in the middle there. It's called Community. And if you click into it, it basically looks like this. And you can upload it's like a social media feed. That's what the community tab is. But let me go through how you can use the community tab effectively. So we basically, the reason why we created the community tab is we thought it would be a fun new way to share your creativity and to complement your upload schedule while interacting with your audience on YouTube. So instead of you having to split out to all these different platforms, you wanted to sort of consolidate it all into YouTube. So you can actually increase the engagement of your audience by posting on the community tab. A few ways you can use it is you can share a behind the scenes photo, you can share a sneak preview GIF, your favorite YouTube videos. So it's a much more light touch way for you to interact with your audience beyond just uploading a video, which is, it takes more time. But if you have the feature already, how you can get started is that make sure you have the latest version of the YouTube app. And to cut down any confusion for your viewers, community will be disabled until discussion is turned off. So if you want to turn off discussion, under your channel banner, click settings and then turn show discussions tab off. And then once you do that, you should be able to see community tab. But as mentioned, community tab has only rolled out to creators above 10,000 subscribers. So if you don't have 10,000 subscribers yet, wait till you get 10,000 subscribers and you'll have access to this feature. So this is what it looks like. This is Mikey Bustos, and this is how he's used it. So whenever he releases his videos, he basically posts it on his community. And where it appears, I'm just going to skip ahead really quickly here. So where the viewers can see the community tab post is they can see it on the community tab itself when they click in there. They can also see it on their subs feed, but I think this is just on mobile. And they can see it on home, because as far as I'm aware of, I've not seen it on desktop yet. I've just seen it on the mobile device. But so I'm just going to go through some quick strategies on how you can kickstart your community tab. So you can actually poll. So you can use polls to learn what your audience wants to see next. You can grow the excitement using GIFs. For example, if you're about to upload a new video, you can put up a GIF being like, oh, new video coming, or something quite quirky or clever or smart. Another way you can use it is to bring them backstage. A lot of creators do this where they show the behind the scenes of their video. So as they're making the video, they'll take photos and they'll be like, this is the behind the scenes of, you know, us shooting this video. And it's also such a great way for you to offer exclusive content that's related to your video, related to your channel. You can try posting pictures or unlisted videos that your audience can't find anywhere else. You can post things like fun pictures during your day, your adventures, your pets. I don't know, like you can really provide a unique experience for your subscribers on the community tab itself. So these are just some examples of what you can do. So it's on text itself. You can use polls. Just a quick note, if you want to use polls, our research actually found that polls perform better when there's more than 2 options. So usually if a poll only has 2 options, like a yes and no option, people tended not to want to interact. But if you gave them like 4 options or 5 options, apparently people are more likely to interact with your poll. Fun fact, data. Images, of course, this is a behind the scenes that Sam Sui put up of a video that I'm making. Lily Pons makes GIFs of her videos that she makes, and she uses it to tease new videos that are launching. And then you can also put video links itself. So these are just some ways that you can really get the most out of a person who pronounced it GIF. Is it GIF or is it GIF? I always said GIF, but now I'm starting to doubt myself. Oh no. Okay. But yeah, so really try to go beyond just saying hi. If you have the community tab, try to really think of more ways in which you can be personal with your audience, in which you can interact with them. I would recommend doing this not only for the community tab, but for your own YouTube channel as well, where you should create a posting schedule. What I mean by that is a posting schedule allows people, it's kind of like, think about when you were young and you used to watch TV, oh my gosh, that long time ago thing. And for me, I really liked this TV show, and I knew every afternoon it was going to show at 4 p.m. So when I came from school, I'll sit myself down in front of the TV and I'll wait for 4 p.m. It's exactly the same with YouTube. Like a lot of the top creators I've worked with, the one thing they told me, this is just a fact for you guys, that really elevated them and really got them getting the subs coming in, was when they stuck to a consistent upload schedule. And the reason they said is because people started coming back more, and they advertised this upload schedule. So for example, they started telling the audience, I'm going to upload a video 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they stuck to it. And that really, they said that was what made their subscribers just skyrocket, because it got people coming back because they knew, oh, you know, this person uploads regularly. He's not just a one-off, one-hit wonder, someone who's just putting up a video every once in a while. So it works. I mean, why is there a programming schedule for TV? Like, think about it. People kind of like that routine and that consistency. So let's see what things. So that's basically about it. I'm just gonna go through sort of notifications. These are where the notifications come on the community tabs. So for subscribers, if they have opted into all or occasional, they will occasionally get community posts. Viewers who select none will not get any notifications. They have to go into the community tab itself. And viewers also need to be opted in to include creator posts to receive the notifications. So the reason we do this is because we don't want to spam viewers. So that's why we pace out, you know, what we notify people with. And then for non-subs, they will occasionally get a post notification. So they're kind of kept up to date. And if they like it, they end up subscribing to it. So yeah, but that's basically it. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate your time. If you guys have any questions, I'll take about 5 minutes to quickly answer some questions here. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put a survey. So this is a feedback form, and I'll really appreciate it if you could help fill it out, because it helps me know, you know, what what we can do better, what you like, what we can improve on. Motu Lala, when will I get a community tab? You have 40k subs. Let me just pop into your channel and see. You should have it already if you're 40 subs. Okay, your channel doesn't have any content. Okay, there is on the homepage right there. Okay, Motilala, I'm not too sure, but let me look into it for you. And then when I get the answer of that, I'm gonna put it in the YouTube creator community. So just go into the YouTube creator community and I'll pop the answer in there. So let me look into it for you. Will the community tab be available for everyone one day? I hope so. Usually with these kind of features, the reason why we pace it out is because it helps us it helps us get feedback. So we usually start with a small beta group and then we will slowly expand it. But I would think I can't say for sure that it'll be released to everyone. But previously, for example, with like when we had Super Chat, I don't know if you remember our feature Super Chat. Super Chat was only available for beta creators. Then it was only available for creators above 10,000 subs. Now it's available for creators above 1,000 subs, and eventually it'll go down to any creator, any creator out there. So usually it's really for us to just help try features out. That's why we don't release it bam all at one go to everyone. How do people get featured on the YouTube homepage? Interesting questions. It's not about community, but but I think it's important for creators to know that with the YouTube homepage, it's really based on an algorithm. So it's not like we have a YouTube employee sitting there and going, oh, I like this video, let me put it on a YouTube homepage. No, it's not. It's completely based off an algorithm because that's what makes it fair. So everyone's YouTube homepage looks different. For example, if you go on your YouTube homepage, right at the top, you'll see recommended. So your recommended and my recommended is going to look very different because it's completely based off what you watch. So, yeah. Is there something? Okay, is there any other questions? Okay, I feel like there aren't any other questions coming up, but in the meantime, thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. And as mentioned, please fill out the feedback form because it's so important for us to get this feedback because it helps us know what you enjoyed, what we can do better. And in the feedback form, let us know what other topics you'd like to see me talk about. Not just me, but we have so many experts here at YouTube. We have so many top creators as well. So if there are any specific topics you would like to see, please let me know and we'll try to make it happen. But apart from that, I hope the rest of you have a really wonderful evening ahead. It's raining here in Singapore, so I hope you have better weather wherever you are. And thank you very, very much for tuning in, and I will see you at the next live learning session. It was really great chatting with you guys, and if you want to connect with me, just head over to the YouTube creator community, youtubecreatorcommunity.com. If you're a creator above 100 subs, you'll have access to it. I'm always there, so you can come and chat with me then. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you around. Bye.